Guys, I found the best tips and tricks on the Pixel 7 and 7 Pro. Like, did you know your Pixel can talk for you during phone calls?
Hi there, Hayls.
Check this out. So I've actually never seen this on any other phone, and what you do is when you tap the volume button and toggle on live captions, not only will it caption your entire phone call, but if you click on this keyboard icon, you can type out exactly what you want to say, and then Google will actually talk for you.
I promise this is Hayls. Don't hang up.
On top of that, it'll even recommend prompts to you, so instead of having to type out a long sentence, you can just choose any one of the options that appear, tap on it, and click send.
I am doing well. How are you?
The nice thing is you can also change the voice type. So within accessibility settings, if you scroll down to live caption, then down to voice for type responses, you can choose any of these.
Hi, how are you doing today?
Then this is a really cool Google tip, because with the same live transcription button on, if you turn the volume down and play a voice note, it'll automatically transcribe everything without having to play it out loud. Then this Google exclusive feature is so cool. When you swipe up for recents and tap select, straight away it'll highlight every piece of text, and then you can just select whatever it is you want and click copy. So you can select text from literally any application when you open it up in recents. But not only that, if you stop on a picture and swipe up to recents, you'll see this little image icon, and when you tap on that, it selects the picture. You can click save, and straight away it is in your gallery in seconds. Wow. So in case you guys didn't know, Face Unlock is back on the Pixel 7, but Google's taken face detection to another level. In quick settings, if you tap and hold on auto rotate, then toggle this on, this will scan the direction of your face and only rotate the screen when it needs to. I honestly think other phones should have this feature because it is so useful. Then get this, Google doesn't just detect your face, but it also detects your coughing and your snoring throughout the night. You can find all these snoring and coughing stats within digital well-being, and I'm not gonna lie, the results are quite interesting. The Pixel 7 can also automatically detect any song playing around you, and when you tap on the song, you've got a couple different streaming options. You do just need to make sure this is turned on, so in sound and vibration settings under now playing, toggle on identify songs playing nearby, and now it'll always detect songs for you, plus keep a history of them. And the first time I tried this feature, I was mind blown. Now, this adaptive feature is really cool and can actually make a pretty big difference. In sound and vibration settings under adaptive sound, if you toggle this on, your sound will actually change and adapt based on your environment to give you the best quality sound, and it actually does make a big difference. You can also turn on some adaptive battery settings. Turning both these adaptive features on will actually help extend your battery's life. And even though the battery is already good, by turning these settings on, it'll make it last even longer and limit background apps. Nice. Then with the Pixel 7 Pro, you can upgrade your screen from Full HD to Quad HD inside the display settings. Out of the box, Quad HD is not turned on, so make sure you do to get maximum resolution for your videos and photos. And speaking about photos, this bad boy can do a lot with them. So check this out. Here's a normal pic I took with the guys. It has a couple problems, but the Pixel 7 has some insane editing tools to make it a lot better. For example, this unblur feature, where if you zoom into a face that was previously blurred, it does an insanely good job at unblurring the subject and fixing up the picture. But if you do want to add some blur to your photo, you can use portrait blur. This works surprisingly well, and you can adjust the blur as well as the depth of the blur. And when you're done, you can even decide on whether you want the foreground or background to be blurred just by tapping on those areas. But it actually gets even better with portrait light. So you can adjust the amount of light you want on your subject and then adjust the freaking direction you want the light to come from. I mean, look at how cool that is. Magic Erase, another mind-blowing feature where you can pretty much erase anything as if it was never there in the first place. You just draw over whatever it is you want to remove. As simple as this, you do not need to be neat and tidy. And just like that, in a couple of seconds, it patches things up. And then color focus allows you to mute the colors in the background for a more dimensional feel. And when you're done, I mean, look at how big that difference is. Just like that, you can go from this to this in a few taps and a couple of seconds of editing, no Photoshop required. Now that's Google for you. So the Pixel 7 Pro comes with a brand new macro mode, and as you get really close to a subject, you'll notice it just turns on automatically and you'll see this icon. It's super easy to focus in on things, and you'll be amazed at just how much this macro mode picks up. So you can get super close and snap some amazing pics. I mean, just look at how good these look and how much detail it captures. So much detail. Besides macro mode, the Pixel 7 Pro is also really good at zooming in. Like zooming in a lot. So you can zoom in well up to 30 times, and besides the Samsung S22 Ultra, the Pixel 7 zoom is probably one of the best in the world. So the zoom's pretty good. Google has also really improved night mode. So if you toggle it onto auto, as soon as it gets dark, it'll automatically show this icon where you can now adjust the shutter speed, then capture pictures completely in the dark. And like, it's kind of shocking at how well night mode works, especially when you compare a normal shot to a nighttime shot. You can definitely see the difference. But this camera isn't only good for photos, the videos are... So right next to the video tab, you'll find the brand new cinematic mode. This mode basically adds a slight blur to give you a much more cinematic look, and wherever you tap on the screen, it'll track it with that circle and keep it in focus. I personally love that they've added this camera feature, and I'm sure over time, it's just going to get better and better. Inside the camera, you'll also find 4 brand new different stabilization modes. Each one is for a different scenario, so whether you want standard stabilization, a locked stabilization, active for rapid movements, or cinematic pan, there is pretty much an option for everything, and with these modes, you can literally run as fast as you want with a bit of shake, and it'll capture some amazing footage. This is some super stabilization that you'll only find on top-tier smartphones, so well done, Google, you guys did a great job. Now, this feature is something I definitely recommend you turn on because it's actually really nifty. In settings, go ahead and search for quick phrases, then toggle these 2 settings on because now you won't have to say, "Hey Google" for certain commands. So if your alarm goes off, you can just say, "Stop." Or if you get a phone call, you can just say, "Answer." It's that easy. But it gets even cooler because you can control your entire phone with just your voice. This is so crazy cool, and to activate it with inaccessibility, if you go into voice access, then toggle this on. Now you'll get a quick shortcut in the notification panel, toggle that on, and then just say open Spotify. Tap search. Tap what do you want to listen to? Post Malone. Tap Post Malone. Show numbers. Tap 7. And bam, I controlled my entire phone with just my voice. And to turn it off, just swipe down and tap again. This feature honestly has so many different uses. Whether it's Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok, you can use it to swipe through your content, and that is just one simple example. Now, a lot of people have no idea that if you're in the camera app and give your phone a shake, it'll actually switch lenses. Then once you're done taking your pic, you can give it another shake and it'll switch back to the other camera. Another super useful gesture is found within system settings under gesture called flip to shush. If you turn this on anytime you now get a phone call and don't want to be rude and decline the call, you can just flip your phone and it'll mute it. Within gestures, you also get quick tap, where if you toggle this on, you can choose from any one of these to set it to. I personally like pause and play media. And just like that, when I double tap the back of my phone, my videos or music will pause, and when I double tap again, it'll start playing. Nice. Now, if you love to customize your home screen, you'll love this new app section. It's essentially like a dock where you can drag and drop your favorite applications, or if you go to Home Settings and Suggestions, then toggle on these 2 settings, you'll see your most recent applications appear here. And so whether you want it to be your favorite apps or most recent apps, you decide just by dragging and dropping. And then of course within Wallpaper and Style, you get even more customization options like toggling on dark theme or light theme, but what I really love are these theme colors. You basically get 8 different options to choose from, and these are all colors based on your wallpaper that really give your phone some style. So if you change your phone's theme to say green, for example, it'll change the entire phone's tint, not just the icons and highlight colors. It actually looks really good. But here's a few more quick tips that make the Pixel 7 probably the best Android in town. Now here's something you might not have known about the Pixel 7, and that is double charging. So once you've plugged your phone into charge, if you go into quick settings and toggle on battery share, then flip your phone and place another device on the back, not only is your Pixel 7 charging, but so is the other device. You can even do this with your buds and both will charge at the same time. Another really cool setting on the Pixel, within vibration and haptics, you can toggle on vibrate first, then ring gradually. And so what happens is when you get a call, your phone will start vibrating first and then gradually ring. Then another nifty trick is found with inaccessibility under system controls. In here, you can turn on power button ends calls. So when you're done with phone calls, just slap that power button. So I'm going to leave it up to you guys to decide if you think this is worthy of best Android phone title. But if you want some more Google goodness, you can check out these two videos. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Toodles!